CJ Flyer back with another YouTube video. The other day I got a comment on one of my other YouTube videos back from the NBA 2K24 news days before the game came out, telling me that there was an update to the game, and sure enough I went in and they added the in-season tournament, something that I was ranting about before the game came out and right when the game came out. There wasn't an in-season tournament, which is obviously like a huge marketing point for the NBA as a whole, for its viewers. Hey, come check us out. Come watch our games in November and December when most people are busy watching football, at least the sports fans are. So now they're trying to gain some of the market back, trying to get people to watch the NBA regular season to show that it matters in some regards. And I was hoping that, to have a little bit of fun with simulations and rebuilds and whatnot, that we'd have the in-season tournament in 2K. It wasn't there when the game came out, but just recently in an update, they've added the in-season tournament into MyNBA. So right off the bat, if you go to MyNBA here, and we're going to go ahead and create a new one. Let's go ahead and jump right into the modern era. And if this could load up a little bit faster, we're going to go ahead and see that there is indeed an option to choose for whether or not you want the in-season tournament in the game. So as we go through right here and look through the different options, and there's the option in simple setup, in-season tournament enabled or disabled. So of course we're going to go ahead and enable that. I'm going to turn autosave off because I don't actually plan on saving this file. But yeah, enabling the in-season tournament. We're going to go ahead and knock up the quarter length, and let's go ahead and advance. And we're just going to go through a simulation here just to see what it looks like. I'm going to choose the Dallas Mavericks as my team, of course, gotta rep Dallas. And let's go ahead and continue through here. We'll go ahead and just load up the draft class. User create draft class 2024, and you'll notice if you look starting on November 3rd in the upper right corner, there's the little icon there that represents that is indeed an in-season tournament game or a pool play game, I believe. So if we go ahead and click on this, not really seeing anything else here to indicate in-season tournament or not, but I think let's just go ahead and look around, see if we can find anything. There we go. Under stats and standings, in-season tournament standings. So this is the pool play groups. This is the one that Dallas is in. These were announced, I want to say, sometime during the offseason. And yeah, there you go. So we're in a group with the Clippers, the Nuggets, Pelicans, and Rockets. That's a pretty tough pool play, actually, in real life, that is. So let's just go ahead and, just for the sake of it, we're going to simulate through what appears to be the last pool play game here on November 28th. All right, and it looks like the Mavs are now 7 wins, 10 losses in the simulation. Let's go ahead once again, go to stats and standings, go to in-season tournament, and there we go. We have the standings. Dallas right at the bottom. Not what you want to see. We can also take a look at the tournament bracket. So that is all set up now, and these were the top teams from the pool play. I wish we could have seen it from our point of view. Okay, so I've decided to restart the mode and have all teams selected just so we can see what the in-season tournament looks like from the perspective of the user. Okay, right now we're controlling the Sixers, but that is subject to change based on whoever makes it through the tournament. So let's go ahead and simulate now. The rules for the in-season tournament, once you play through the bracket, whoever makes the bracket, the top 2 teams will play what's essentially an extra regular season game, which doesn't count towards the regular season record, but it is the in-season tournament championship, and the winner of that gets the financial prizes, gets the in-season tournament trophy or whatever accolade reward thing they're handing out, and is played in Las Vegas. So I'm curious to see if 2K is going to replicate that, or if they're just going to choose whichever team has the better record is the home team. I'm curious to see. Okay, so it looks like the teams that made it in this simulation, Dallas did make it to the tournament. So we'll go ahead and select them for now. So it looks like there's a couple regular season games before the actual first round of the in-season tournament game. So we'll go ahead and simulate through that date. Wow, and this simulation is being very kind to the Mavs now. 18 wins and 2 losses. And you saw right there, once we finished simulating the game, a new one popped up here. It looks like they've left the schedule a little bit empty to fill in some of these games, so we can go ahead and simulate through the next one. And, ooh, a nail biter. That right there. Looks like the Lakers pulled it out by 1 point. So we're going to switch over to them now. And with the championship game, looks like Atlanta made it to the in-season tournament championship. So we'll go ahead now and just want to see what this looks like. We're going to go ahead and hop into the game. Okay, and finally loading up. It looks like we are in... Oh, did they add commentary for this? Oh, that's awesome. They have a little opening segment, and it is a neutral court, the in-season tournament in Vegas. All right, this is pretty awesome. I can't believe they actually went ahead and added all this in an update. I am a little disappointed it wasn't there right when the game started, especially for those of you that might have started the MyNBA mode right when the game came out. But nevertheless, it is in the game now, which is pretty exciting, and you love to see it. So we'll go ahead now and skip through this intro here. And we're not going to actually play through the game. What we're going to do is simulate to the end. I am curious if towards the end of the game here, if they're going to have some kind of cutscene or something where we're handing out a trophy. So let's go ahead. Man, is there no way to simulate this any faster? This is really slow. All right, I went ahead, backed out, and restarted the simulation, this time with the regular simcast, just so we could get it close to the end of the game here and then jump in just to see if, again, if there's any kind of a cutscene or whatnot. So getting pretty close here, down to 1 minute. Let's go ahead and jump in right there. Okay, it looks like the Lakers are going to take home the in-season tournament championship here as we're busy controlling the Lakers. Going to dish it off to LeBron James going in. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, 35 seconds left. We just need the Hawks to kind of run out the clock here. All right, and that'll do it. That is the end of the in-season tournament championship. Looks like it's starting to wrap up just like any other regular season game here. They do have the in-season tournament logo in the bottom left, and my goodness, this looks like it's a Lakers home game, which, you know, in real life, I would expect that too, being in Vegas versus the Atlanta Hawks. That being said, I do wonder if the Lakers were designated as the home team, whether it was due to record or due to geographical location, but it looks like they're interviewing LeBron right now. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead, see if we can skip that, and if they're going to hand out some kind of trophy or something, and nope, that is it. No trophy handout, just end of the game. There you go. Oh, I got some VC for that. Pretty surprising. But yeah, that's it. That's the in-season tournament. Nothing more than that. I mean, I'm glad they at least added it in there. They do have the box score for the finals game. Attendance 90%. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so that's it. That's the in-season tournament. Glad they added it in. You can see all the other box scores in the tournament bracket here. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm pretty excited that they finally added this. You know, again, never really felt like it was a big ask. I wish it was in the game from the time of release. But the fact that it's finally added now, you know, I'm glad it's finally in there. The only other thing I would like to know personally is if the in-season tournament is an option for like the eras mode, which obviously it would be rewriting history because, you know, the in-season tournament did not exist back in, 2011 or 2003 or whenever you're starting your MyNBA eras mode. But I'm also curious if you simulate up to the modern era, if it will then appear. So let's just go ahead, just for the sake of just testing it out. Let's see what happens if we go ahead and simulate a MyNBA eras mode into the modern era. Now right off the bat, you'll notice in the simple setup for the eras mode, there is no option to enable or disable the in-season tournament. Okay, it took a long time, but we are finally made it to present day. This is the 2023 NBA Finals with the Raptors beating the Rockets. I'm not going to go into specifics of what happened in the past decade of simulation, but nonetheless, the reason I am resuming here is because I want to see in the historic changes or perhaps some of the rule changes if there's anything in here that has to do with bringing on the in-season tournament. So we're going to go ahead and see if anything happens. First, though, of course, we got to go through all of the different steps here. And then historic changes. Okay, here we go. All league teams will be... Okay, so these were already accepted. So team branding as well as the coach's challenge. So it looks like that's all there. However, there's no mention at all of the in-season tournament here. So it looks like that's not even an option as far as I can tell. And yeah, nothing else here. So yeah, looks like we just proceed forward with that. League meetings. All league teams will be positionless. Okay, the players, yep, okay. Nothing in here about the in-season tournament. So it looks like it is highly possibly only available in the regular MyNBA mode and not in MyNBA eras. But just, before we speak too soon, let's just go ahead, simulate through the rest of the offseason here, advance to the next season. Okay, starting the next season, and I don't see any in-season tournament icons here on the calendar. Let's go ahead to stats and standings, and yeah, nothing about in-season tournament there. It looks like that is it. It looks like it's only available in the regular MyNBA, not in the MyNBA eras. If you go forward from the LeBron eras where we started around 2010, 2011, play through, what is that, 13 seasons, get to present day. Looks like the in-season tournament is not available, so it's nice that 2K added it, but unfortunately it's only available for the present day MyNBA. Then again, not a lot of people are going to be simulating or playing through over a decade of worth of seasons in MyNBA mode, I'm sure, although for the basketball heads that love to get invested in this mode, a little bit of a disappointment, but all in all, at least they added it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.